ATA gang, we in here, man. Clutch gang, we in here, man. Welcome back to the All the Above podcast. This your boy Pharoah Michael chiming in. We most definitely chiming in. You know what I'm saying? We in February now. So-called Black History Month. And that is exactly what I want to elaborate on. That's exactly what I want to talk about. Black History Month. I most definitely have to expound on this because I look at my forefathers and foremothers very differently, ancestors very differently than the average melanated person or a person that think he or she is a adjective, and you can't be a adjective. Beard shiny down there, isn't it? Okay, like that. And you can't be an adjective and a noun at the same time. You know, you cannot be an adjective and a noun at the same time. Now, from what I feel about Black History Month and what I feel about it now, back then when I was a child and picking up things and learning things, and by the time I got to the end of high school, when I graduated a C average student because I hated school. I hated every minute of it. Mainly because I was bored. I didn't care what the teachers thought about me. All I wanted to do was make my mom and dad proud. I guess. All I wanted to do. And when I picked up about everything, I had to throw the shit out anyway. It didn't help me grow as a person. It didn't help me financially. Damn sure didn't help me spiritually. Because I grew in an extreme obsession with finding out about the people that cared about me and my best interest as a human being before I was even born. I began to study, everything. I started, of course, with what would be considered mundane to a man or woman that is a seeker of knowledge, because I'm most definitely that. That's why I started this YouTube channel, my podcast. This is about holistic wellness. This is about loving self and knowing who you are, not being hateful and trying to manage how you spread your love, because I can spread love all day, but I would like for that love seed to go into something that's gonna grow, because you can spread love to a person and it just, their energy is so negative and low, it just smacks down anyway, you know what I'm saying? But not to detour from the topic. But how much did my ancestors like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all of the black individuals that knew that there was something more to the story. How much did they love me and sacrifice so much for me, but didn't know? That is a great gift. That is a gift that I have came to and known to appreciate. And I feel as though it's very important for our people, the melanated ones, to find out who y'all are at all costs. Because how can you go into the world, right? How can you venture off into the world and be anything if you don't know who you are? You know, that's very troubling for me. It always troubled my spirit when I would ask my mother or my father certain questions about black history that you couldn't answer. You know, George Washington Carver, Toussaint, there's an endless traditional, you know, I feel like when you put tradition on something, you just cap it off. You cap it off and that's it. Oh, you know, anything outside of traditional is automatically wrong and you shouldn't think it, you shouldn't feel it, you shouldn't fart it, you shouldn't do anything. Okay? That's not right. And I genuinely give a fuck about my ancestors, who I was, and where we came from. So, my family has a quote-unquote Indian background. Hence, my chinky eyes. Okay? Hence my chinky eyes. Hence my big schnauzer. But when I look at the pictures of Indians, they don't look like me. Only to figure out later on, which I'll show you what a picture of a real Indian looks like, and I'll put it in this video. I'll show you what a real Indian looks like. But only to find out that the pictures of Indians that are here, they are bastardized children. They're bastardized, meaning mixed. It is not the stock pedigree. Most of any stock pedigree, it is going to be melanated. It is going to be highly melanated. Darker than me. I mean so dark till it's blue-black. Because you need melanin on this planet, not to just survive, but you need it to thrive. And anything that is not melanated or have a high form of melanin content, the sun is going to get rid of you. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with the creator. Take it up with who started this. Now, I'm not going to get into different nationalities and all that. All right. the point is, I would strongly advise everyone to study as much as you can, whatever nationality you home to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it like that, I'm sorry. Whatever nationality you are, because if you know you are, then that means you're sure. But to say you are black, that is a clear indication that you do not know who you are. And I say that with non-judgment because at one point in time, I didn't know either. But I do not identify with the word black. I have not identified with the word black for a long time because that term is very disrespectful to our ancestors. Why? Because they knew who they were. And who you are, it is buried deep down in your genealogy. Why don't I eat meat? Because it does not subscribe to my genealogy. My ancestors, to obtain maximum strength, health, fertility, they ate veggies, raw, fruits, raw, no cooked food. And we wonder why we dying at age 50. Black don't crack. Well, it will eventually. Black don't crack. It will eventually. So, this Black History Month, I encourage all of my melanated people out there, even the nations that are not of a high melanin content, find out who you are on this Black History Month, and then you'll be surprised. You know, you should. Don't just go with the program. Don't just go with the program, man. So, I have discovered that the Indians that is so-called in my background, which is really of Moorish descent, my empire is on the back of the dollar bill that everybody else writes off as Illuminati shit, which the European runs everything from Moorish science, Moorish knowledge. And the so-called Indians weren't Indians, they were Moorish. Some wore feathers, some wore turbans, some didn't wear that shit at all. But the point is, they knew who they were. The mound builders. Mound, another word for pyramid. And pyramids are also called over here too, in America. Furthest extreme west, Maghrib al-Aqsa. So, when the Chinese came to America, the European came to America, and the people that were already here, they created a whole nother breed of people that sit on the so-called Indian reservations till this day. To this day. That, you know, collect checks, get your hustle on. But you're not Indian. You're someone's children. the majority of the people on this planet Earth are the Moorish children. And some people like right now, man, Michael, man, what you talking about, man? Man, you trying to kick this, you trying to kick knowledge, nigga. You trying to kick this righteous shit. Call it what you will. And all the European people that might find this video, I ain't mad at y'all either. Cause y'all don't run shit. You couldn't help me if you wanted to. So why would I try to lead with hate? Or, you know, I don't want my vessel. I'm working on a lot of stuff now that I'm trying to get over emotionally to rid myself of the feeling of stress, of the feeling of hate. That is a trick. And it came from the media. It came from paying attention to stuff that I shouldn't be paying attention to. That's what it came from. That's where it came from. You pay attention. You pay one way, and that's through your vessel. So I don't want certain vibrations going through my vessel anymore. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's not godly. So, I understand that the people that, you know, the whole TPs and all that, yeah, some of that tradition is true. But the ones that are doing it now is just, you know, you're European, you're Spaniards. The ones that are there, technically you're Spaniards. Okay? This ain't your land. There are two motherlands. Run across the water, Asia, which is now present day known as Africa. Ancient Asia, present day Africa, which is now known, present day Africa. Because the Roman general Scipio Africanus, look it up. If you know, man, what's this wide-nosed nigga trying to kick knowledge? Look it up. The Roman general Scipio Africanus is the reason why that land is called Africa. The difference between the people on that land and the people on this land, one is conquered and the other is still fighting. We are still fighting. So, not all Africans come with that vibration of the hate. You know, some Africans that I see, that I come into contact with, not necessarily conversation, they come with a certain arrogance. They even have a prejudice slur for your other melanated brother across the water. They even have a prejudice slur for that. Some of you African brothers and sisters know what I'm talking about. You know? So, why would you come over here with arrogance and you would say you're African, right? And of course they'll nod their head. Well, that is of a Roman lineage, which is European. You have really been kissed by the sun, and Europeans don't really get kissed by the sun. They sort of get like a boot to the face. So I understand that. And the ones that's conscious, they don't identify with African because they understand that they know. They might say they're Eritrean, like Tiffany Haddish and Nipsey Hussle. They're Eritrean. You might identify with Nigerian. You don't identify with African because the Europeans on that land, the West Africans, they got every right to call themselves West African because they understand that the Roman general Scipio Africanus is European and that's their father. So I encourage y'all to study on this Black History Month. And I encourage y'all to just be conscious, be aware, and continue to unveil the truth. Because once it's all the way off, it's off and ain't a damn thing they can do about it, man. So I love y'all, man. ATA Gang, we here. Clutch Gang, we here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Empower yourself, man. And do it with no hate, man. Because hate, it just messes you up, man. It messes you up inside. The universe is in control of all things, man. They don't run nothing. But you better know about yourself. You better learn yourself. That's how your life improves. So every day I wake up and I'm so thankful that the Most High God spared me to understand that. Do not lead and live the rest of your life with hate because my brother, you will pay for it. My sister, you will pay for it. My son, my daughter, all of us, man. You lead your life in hate, man. There is a defense mechanism that goes off within ourselves to protect others. Yeah, you might be able to commit certain acts of hate, but do you think you're going to get away with it? You might, do something that's catastrophically horrifying and kill a church of people or something. But who's to say that the next 10 lives that you reincarnated to, because reincarnation is real, that they won't be filled with something very horrible that you won't even remember. So the universe, the way it works is she allows you to pay yourself back with your own debts, your own deeds. You're doing good things, it'll show. You're doing bad things, it'll show. So man, y'all lead your lives. Lead your lives with love, and peace, and clarity. Be zenful, be euphoric, and just know that great things are coming for you. I love y'all, man. ATA Gang win, Clutch Gang win, and I'm out. Yeet down. Yeet down, boy. You better get you some knowledge, man, because if you don't, your ass is done. And I mean that.
I got your love.